And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Well, good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the Market Reflection. Wednesday, February the 15th. Dawned on me today, we're more than halfway through February. February is a short month, so we're more than halfway through. Yay. I can't wait till March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Get a little warm temperatures. It's 39 here today, very windy, but ready for some warmer temperatures. I'm sure many of you probably are. In the markets, we're pretty friendly for longs today. We've got the equities closing higher today after some questionable economic numbers. By questionable, I mean they were good. Does that mean we're going to be under higher rates for longer is really the question. But the markets absorbed it very well today and maybe even moved into a new area or a new market state. Could it be? Say it isn't so. S&P is currently, after the close, still up 14 points. NASDAQ up 115, 116 points. The Dow up 61 points. S&P up maybe a little over 0.3%, but the NASDAQ up 9.9%. The Dow up the least, up 0.17%. Crude ended the day down 47 cents, about 0.59%, ending settling the end of the day at 78.59. I'm having trouble speaking for some reason this afternoon. Glad to see everybody. As always, make sure you hit the lucky like button, share, comment, question, feedback, heckling, and love always welcome. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get notified when we do go live. And good session at the end of the day here for Make Hogue Money. There wasn't a lot of opportunity, but we did put in a late spike at the end of the day. We were able to profit on some of that, so that was a nice thing. Thanks again to Ben for joining me and keeping us all company at the end of the day today. See what we got here. We got George. Lacey was just walking around here. I think she's probably ready to get back outside here soon. Good afternoon, Kevin, Vince, my guy, Andy, Toasthead. I'm not sure I've seen that name before. Glad to see you. Mason, 6+ inches of snow, 16 degrees, and a good day trading. Nice, Mason. Glad you had a good day trading. And, you're in Colorado, so you should be happy to see the snow. I know the dogs probably don't like it that much. I know Lacey likes it for a while. What she doesn't like is a soaking wet backyard where she gets all muddy. She's kind of prissy that way. She doesn't like to get dirty, but we all have to do what we have to do, right? So JT, Allman Brothers, Tied to the Whipping Post. That's you the last 3 days. It's a really good song, but I'm not happy that you're experiencing that, JT. I am sure you're also not happy you're experiencing that, but hang tough, JT. This is a process. I don't think anybody has become successful trading that hasn't had some bad times. I've blown up a few accounts, and it's never fun. But just take it, learn something from it, and keep moving forward. I mean, that's all we can do, right? Tachyon is back. I haven't seen Tachyon in a long time. It's good to have you back, Tachyon. Hope things are going well for you. Macy, yeah, the dogs love it as long as they can keep running, right? Lacey loves the snow until it gets down to about 5 degrees, and then she gets cold feet. Andy, good to see you. Frozen Gum Mod, ABC in this market. So it's good to see you, Tachyon. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Well, hopefully we're going to see more of you. Got a day off tomorrow. Good. Maybe we'll see you for the market prep and see you throughout the day. We got Make Hogue Money after the market prep tomorrow. Maybe you can join us for that. My pleasure, JT. Yeah, I think I have learned a few things, and man, JT, I've been in and around this business for almost 40 years. Actually, in 1983, in February, was when I got my first job on the trading floor. So officially, 40 years. And I'm still learning. I've looked at everything. I've used everything. I've settled on the things that I like. And I'm still learning all of it. Every day is a new opportunity to learn something in trading. Excellent, Tachyon. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you. And it's okay, JT. You can call me Hog. You can call me whatever. We went to a neighborhood kind of tavern last night. They told us the last time we were in there they were going to have filet and lobster tail for Valentine's Day. So we got reservations. We got another couple to go with us. And it was surprisingly delicious. I mean, this is a neighborhood burger kind of joint, burger sandwiches. And they did such a nice job on that dinner last night. I was really impressed. It was a lot of fun. And if you like steak and lobster, but it was really good. JT, yeah. And it's kind of funny because, they don't know me as Hogue. They don't know what I do or anything, but we got to the bar and they had a sign up for my table, Hogue, Hoag. I was like, I wonder how if they know anything about that. And the guy who runs it was like, no, that's just just the first part of your name. That's what I put on there. But it was kind of funny. Lacey girl. It's just a package. It's just a package. It's probably for you. Lacey. It's just a package. That's all. Easy, girl. Easy. I know he's going away now. Just a package. All right, Lacey. She sounds so mean, but her tail is wagging. She just loves everybody and thinks everybody loves her because, as we know, she is the center of the universe. Yes, JT, anybody who's honest about their experience in trading has experienced what you have experienced, and probably several times. So just hang tough. Get back to business. Maybe take a couple of days, clear your head, get back to business. You'll get back on the horse, though. You'll get back on the hog. All right. I'm glad, yes. Just, take a little time to heal up and then just get back on the horse, right? Or the hog, whichever one. I guess I've never ridden a hog before, but I guess they're rideable. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a saddle on one of them, but we'll see. All right, let's take a look at the charts. I've got the 30-minute on the S&Ps up here because I just want to show you something. Yeah, my nickname in the pit was Hogue. All right. So here's that 30-minute chart. Here's that trend line we fought with yesterday. We fought with it again today. Finally, we get a late spike up above that level. We're still not up above that 4180 December high or anywhere near it right now, but this might be good information. It might be a good sign that we're ready to continue this move to the upside, which, in case you haven't noticed, I'm rooting for. But again, we have to trade what we see. So our bull flag has broken and is showing a possible acceptance above that price. The late spike. What do we say the base of the late spike was? 54? Well, we want to open above 54, and if we have our druthers, I'd like to open flat out above the late spike. If we open lower, that's going to be continued rejection. Look at this. This just keeps moving this trend line around. Stop doing that. That's going to mark rejection of higher pricing and a failure to find new business above this trend line. Take a look on the daily. Range bound, really, we've had some low volume on pullbacks, not a big, it hasn't been a big event where we're seeing a bunch of open interest increase or decrease. I'm hoping we're going to see an increase in open interest on this, push to the upside, and a close above that trend line today. Crude oil, we had the EIA with a 2.3 million barrel boost, which was bigger than they expected, but nowhere near as big as the API announcement last night, which was over 10 million barrel boost. So while the crude oil did close lower, it did not maintain a downside movement very long here. It had trouble holding that break. Wonder what does it all mean? Here, we're still range bound. We're still in rollover range. Tomorrow we may be looking at the April contract. Let me see what the volume is now. So 238,000 in March at the end of the session today. 140,000 in the April contract. I'll check in the morning, and it'll either be tomorrow or Friday where we're going to switch to the April contract and hopefully soon be marking the end of another rollover type of situation here. Okay. TPO chart. IB, neither extreme. Normal variation with a pretty weak high here. That's a pretty weak high. More excess at the low than at the high. A little bit of lack of confidence here. I didn't do the TPO chart in the S&Ps, and I think it's important to do so. Here is the TPO S&Ps, regular trading hour session only. We had positive delta throughout the day, so it doesn't appear that there was longer time frame buyers. Doesn't mean that they weren't here. If we see an increase in open interest, a large open interest increase, then we're going to say we've got some medium and longer time frame buyers in this market. One thing about this, it's a normal variation trending. It's a normal variation day. The initial balance is the low of the extreme of the regular trading hour session here. The market continued to rotate higher all day. If we were to split this, it almost looks more like a trend day than a normal variation day. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. It wasn't very emotional, and it doesn't look like it was really confident either. That can be by design. We've got an anomaly here, which is the point of control, but it's a used anomaly. In other words, this F period was the original anomaly, and we ran over it twice. But there's a couple of spots down here that are a little bit iffy as far as confidence to the upside. So I'm excited to have the nuance of the late spike tomorrow morning. We'll check that out, as always, on the Market Prep. Here's the NASDAQ. Daily. The December high is a long forgotten level in the NASDAQ. We broke out of our bear flag here today. Let's see if we can get this up here. There it goes. There it is. Okay, why does it always do that? So We broke out of that bear flag much earlier today than we did in the S&Ps. I don't even have the profile on here. But this is what we're looking for in this case. When a bear flag breaks, we want to see momentum to the upside, and I think we did see some of that momentum here in the NASDAQ. We ended with a late spike. Another interesting session for us tomorrow, you think? Normal variation day, acting like kind of a trend day. It's a little thick in the belly here, 6 TPOs wide, but still looking to the upside. Almost the same day we had yesterday, just a little lower range overnight. I mean, just kind of rotating higher, but yesterday was a normal trading day. This is a normal variation trading day with a lower extreme of the regular trading hour session at the low of the initial balance. Gold. We were going to talk about gold today, weren't we? All right, hang on. Okay. So we had a bear flag that we broke out of. We weren't seeing a whole bunch of necessarily daytime frame momentum, but we have been putting in lower highs and lower lows ever since. We were looking for some momentum today. We tested down to the weekly kickoff low in the overnight. Here's the 30-minute chart. What did we do? We sat and we waited and we waited and we waited and we waited for somebody to do something, and I don't think anybody did anything. We'll see what the open interest looks like tomorrow. But we were looking for either sellers to continue this move through the weekly kickoff low and show some more momentum to the downside, or we were looking for short covering or new longs to come in and push this market away from this important inflection level, and neither happened. Take a look at the TPO chart. We used up a lot of the opportunity of this market to facilitate trade at this level. Overnight, well, excess on the low here. What was our weekly kickoff level? 1842. All excess down below that level with a weak high. No gap close. Kind of a prominent point of control higher. If we can't break this thing, I will look for a move in the opposite direction. The euro. This is what it looked like this morning. We didn't really change much here either. Range bound, 30-minute. We took out that naked point of control. There we go. There it is. Last week's low, no acceptance below it. That might mean something. B-shaped, long liquidation, always near the low of a range-bound period. You see long liquidation and short covering at the highs. It's the short time frame. TPO. Alrighty then. Oh, here it is. What did I do? Here it is. I hate it when that happens. Again, very prominent point of control. B-shaped, long liquidation. Used up a lot of the market's ability to facilitate trade here. Looking for change. Last week's low, little rejection higher. Do we close the gap? Unable to close the gap. Just barely missed it by that much. 10-year. Kind of like the euro and gold. I mean, we're at an important inflection level and nothing happened. I hate it when that happens. Just magnetic right to it. TPO chart. Excess. low excess low, low excess high. In other words, no excess on either side. The market was very indecisive today. Very indecisive. Here we are. Talk about indecisive. I think it looked like this morning. Yeah, a little more red than this morning. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Rotation, short time frame control, drag. Rejection of the late spike. Late spike on the way at the end of the day today. Is this going to mark something for us? Only time will tell. We'll see tomorrow. I don't know if you guys heard, but Raquel Welch died today. Raquel Welch. One of the icons of fashion and beauty. What else? 1965, Canada adopts the maple leaf flag. 1998, Dale Earnhardt Sr. wins his first Daytona 500. 1903, the first teddy bear goes on sale. 1950, Disney's Cinderella opens in theaters. And kind of interesting, I thought I was reading through this morning. In 2008, a flat once rented by the Beatles in London went up for sale for £1.75 million. The band shared the three-bedroom top-floor property in Green Street, Mayfair in the autumn of 1963. A publicity photo of the Fab Four peering over a banister is used as the cover for the 1963 edition of the Beatles book, was taken at the top of the property's communal stairwell. I think it's that same picture on the Beatles 63 to 65 album that they put out. I think it was 63 to 65. 1979, the 21st Grammy Awards, the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack won Album of the Year, and the Bee Gees were named the top pop group and best arrangement for Voices and Staying Alive. Billy Joel's Just the Way You Are won Record and Song of the Year. Linda Ronstadt had her one and only U.S. singles chart topper with You're No Good in 1975 on this date. She had 12 other top 40 hits. I was always a big fan of Linda Ronstadt. Loved her voice. She could sing anything. Not a lot of known birthdays here. Melissa Manchester's birthday is 1952. So, English studio musician and recording engineer that did so much work with Clapton, the Stones, the Who, the Beatles, Eagles, Faces, Led Zeppelin, Glyn Johns. His birthday is today, born in 1942. Oh, 1959, Ali Campbell was born. He was the singer for UB40. Everybody knows their song Red, Red Wine. And that's going to be about it. All right. So today's Wednesday. Tomorrow, housing starts and permits, jobless claims as usual on Thursdays, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index and PPI final demand. All four of those, 7:30 Central, before the equities open. Might be an interesting make-hog money morning for us. We do have a couple of talking Feds throughout the day, natural gas report at 9:30. But as far as economic numbers, I think we've got the most important and impactful numbers tomorrow. So be rested and ready. Tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll be doing the market prep, and that's it. After make-hog money, that's it for the week, except for the market prep on Friday, which we will be doing, and I'm looking forward to a interesting end of the week and then a restful weekend. So blessings to you all. Be kind to yourselves. We work hard at this. Be kind. And be kind to others, and make sure you say a prayer for peace and anyone suffering today. Have a great night. I'll see you in the morning.